Hello and welcome to my audio essay for describing the technical sides to do with IT and games. This essay will include professional bodies, contracts involved within the games industry, ethical issues and legal issues. Professional bodies in gaming will watch over games that are released and the controversy behind them. Here are some examples of professional bodies. The Entertainment and Leisure Software Publishers Association, ELSPA. Between 1994 and spring 2003, ELSPA voluntarily rated computer games released in Britain that were exempt from legal classification by the British Board of Film Classification, BBFC. The ratings given were originally 3 to 10, 11 to 14, 15 to 17 and 18 plus. They were established in 1989. The Independent Games Developers Association, IGDA. IGDA is a trade association representing the business and commercial interests of some video and computer games developers in the UK and Europe. Established in 2001, representing the interests of some video games developers in the UK and Europe. Women in Games. Women in Games are an organisation set up to try and solve multiple things. These include reducing the sexism in some types of games which women will feel offended by. Also, Women in Games are trying to persuade more women to play more games. British Academy of Film and Television Arts, BAFTA. British Academy of Film is an independent charity that supports, develops and promotes the art forms of the moving image, film, television and games. It was established in 1947. The Mobile Entertainment Forum, MEF. This organisation was set up to monetize their products and services via mobile. This organisation was established in 2000. There are many contracts that are involved within the games industry. These include the following: employment contracts, development agreements, licensing agreements, non-disclosure agreements, NDA, and collaboration agreements. Employment contracts. What is an employment contract? An employment contract is an agreement between an employer and an employee that will set out their employment rights, their responsibilities and their duties. These are known as the terms of the contract. Finally, a contract term can come from a number of different sources. These could include it being verbally agreed or over the internet. What does an employment contract do? The main purpose of this contract is to set the terms for your employment. They will also tell you what they expect you to do for this particular company, and finally they will say what the company will do for you in return. Development agreements. What is a development agreement? A development agreement is a contract between a local jurisdiction and a person who has ownership or control of property, or in this case, games industry within the jurisdiction. The main purpose of this agreement is to show the standards and conditions that will govern the development of the property. What does a development agreement do? A game publisher will often hire game developers to make games for them. A development agreement is a contract that will show the terms of the development deal. Terms. This part of the agreement will show how much the publishers will pay the game's developer. They will also mention the time frame in which the developer has to develop the game, and if there will be any royalties they need to say about the royalty rate. License agreement. What is a license agreement? A license agreement is a legal contract between two parties. These are known as the licensor and the licensee. In a normal licensing agreement, the licensor will give the licensee the rights to produce and sell goods. They will also apply the brand name or the trademark, or they will use a particular type of technology owned by the licensor. What does a license agreement do? When a publisher wants to make a game about a movie or something else, the publisher and the movie IP owner will go through a contract picking out the terms of the license. What's been licensed, the contract will normally say that the publisher has only a right to make a game that will work on a particular games console such as the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Territory. The contract will mention certain things such as what parts of the world the publisher will publish the game in. The publisher will always want worldwide rights, but licensors will often charge them for more doing this. NDA, Non-Disclosure Agreement. What is an NDA? A non-disclosure agreement is a legal contract between a minimum of two parties. These will outline the confidential material, the knowledge, or the information that the parties are willing to share with one another for certain purposes, but they can wish to restrict access to or by third parties. What does an NDA do? A non-disclosure agreement will involve one party that are willing to do business with another party. They will have to disclose a secret of some kind and tell this secret to the other party. The other party can agree not to disclose that information, but to keep it confidential. Collaboration agreements. What is a collaboration agreement? A collaboration agreement involves two or more people putting together their efforts to achieve a goal. This can be done for business purposes, or it can be used to resolve personal legal disputes. A written collaboration creates a strong contract after all the parties sign it. What does a collaboration agreement do? A collaboration agreement will set out how the indie or hobby project is managed and controlled. They will also set out who owns the IP, how the game is going to be used, how any possible income is to be handled, and how the final parts of the project are going to be set out. There are many ethical issues that are involved within the games industry. This can include violence, the rating, education of the game, stereotyping, theft, and addiction.
There was a bunch more balloons.
Mario Party 8.
Those are so many
Mario
balloons.
Party 8 is a fun, enjoyable game more for kids or families. However, what some people didn't realise is that this game had caused certain controversy in the United Kingdom. This happened because throughout the game a certain phrase is used. This phrase is turn the train spastic, make this ticket tragic. This caused unbelievable amounts of controversy in the United Kingdom. The word spastic is considered very offensive. To resolve this issue, the makers of Mario Party 8 came up with a decision to withdraw all Mario Party 8 games out of shops and take the phrase out. A few days later the game was re-released.
I think I'm like 2 in front of you.
You are.
Yeah, so the only way you're not hitting me is if you get a 1.
Don't roll a 1,
Could happen.
right?
But if
Believe in me, Michael.
if you get a high enough number, you're gonna have enough to start.
And what I'm going to start
Fat
off
Princess.
with doing is I'm
Fat Princess is an action strategy game for the PS3, PlayStation 3.
Nobody built the
This game was caught for controversy of misogyny. This means that it was hatred or dislike of women or girls. This can be set out throughout using sexual discrimination, denigration of women, violence against women, and sexual objectification of women. Feminists argued that the concept of the game and the title was too hostile towards women and girls. This game also caused controversy for weightism. This is discrimination or stereotyping based on someone's weight. This can include very fat or extremely thin people.
Shield? Oh man, I'm gonna get you. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get you. Did I get that kill? I don't know. But we're gonna bring some materials here because we need to upgrade. That's right. We do. Oh, thanks for the heal, man. I could use some more heal.
Portal 2. Portal 2 is a first-person puzzle platform game. This was a popular game back in the day. This game had caused controversy also. It was distinguished throughout CBS News and has been deemed to say that the game is very offensive to adopted children. This is because Wheatley insults the protagonist by saying, "Fatty fatty no parents." The daughter of the parents who reported this is in fact adopted. This causes controversy for adopted people throughout Waitism again where the term fatty fatty is used.
I am not a moron! Just do the test. Just do the test.
Night Trap. Night Trap is a survival horror interactive movie video game. This game has been caught for controversy because of the violence, the sexual themes and the nudity. Night Trap, Mortal Kombat, Lethal Enforcers and Doom were considered to be the primary factors in leading to development to the ESRB, Entertainment Software Rating Board, games industry rating system. Night Trap was removed from two of the biggest toy stores in the United States of America after receiving numerous amounts of complaints that there was suspected to be part of an organized telephone campaign.
You're not scaring me. Wait. What are you doing now?
Carmageddon. Carmageddon is a violent vehicular combat game. This caused controversy in many countries for being so violent. It was banned in Germany and for a short time it was banned in the UK. The first release of this game was censored and involved containing zombies with green blood or robots with black oil instead of people. This was changed this way because it was considered more acceptable than running over real-looking people by the respective ratings board. In the UK, SCI wanted to gain publicity for the game by submitting it to the British Board of Film Classification. They did this because they wanted to give the game an 18 rating even though this game was not necessary, as the game contained no actual video footage. This then backfired when the BBFC refused to certify the game unless all the blood and the gore were removed. After 10 months, the BBFC certified the original version. In some countries, both copies of the game were banned completely, including Brazil. There are many legal issues involved within the games industry as well. These include IP, intellectual property, copyright, trademark, patent, and registered design. Patent. A patent issue will normally refer to an exclusive right granted to anyone who invents any new, useful, and non-obvious process machine. Trademark is a name, word, phrase, logo, symbol, design, image, or a different combination of these. Registered design. Registered design is a monopoly right for the appearance of the whole part or part of a product, resulting particularly from these lines, contours, colours, shape, texture, and materials of a product or its ornamentation. Copyright. This is a legal means of protecting someone's work. It is a type of intellectual property that provides exclusive publication, distribution, and usage rights for the author. intellectual property. This refers to creations of the mind. These include inventions, literary and artistic works, and symbols, names, images, and designs used in commerce.